Today we have the perfect blend of chefy spontaneity and little bits of useful tidbits for you and I. It's chef versus chef tin roulette. Chefs, in front of you are your proteins. Select a tin at random. Ebbers, you've got one. Kush, you need to make a choice.
Oh dear.
Okay, now please select your fruit or veg. Once the chefs have selected their 3 tins, they will then have to combine them into creating a single dish in 20 minutes, and they must use at least part of every can. And finally, the miscellaneous category, or as I like to call them, curveballs.
Yeah, I've gone quite safe. Mine all stack exactly the same.
Okay, so let's start with your proteins. What have you got?
Oh dear, mine spurted at me.
You know it's going to be fishy. Oh, mine is potentially meaty.
That's ham. Oh, it's always great when
I don't know if it is ham.
Ben, you have duck breast. And Kush, you have sea urchin roe.
Oh, okay.
And now your fruit or veg.
I hope. Well, actually, fruit and duck would work.
I don't want fruit. Oh, what?
You've got tomato and I've got beans. Classic, but where do we take it?
And finally, your miscellaneous curveballs.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
So if that's roe, is this?
Kush, you have coconut meat and tapioca pearls.
Oh wow, I've got a kind of bobber.
And I've got some form of curry with
Meatballs in it. What is that?
Ebbers, that is a kadhi pakora.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
Based on a popular Punjab dish consisting of fritters served in a creamy and delicious yogurt curried sauce known as kadhi.
Curry, dal and duck.
It's already full of beans, and I'm just going to add more beans to it.
There's no beans in there.
How are you feeling about your tin combinations, guys?
I was confident with those two, sea urchin and tomato spaghetti, and now it's taken me to the Far East with a very sweet dessert, coconut and tapioca bobber pearls.
I was happy with these two in a very kind of European dish and was then thrown a spiced curveball.
So we'll give you a chance to grab some ingredients that you can find in the studio, and then we'll get 20 minutes on the clock and get cooking. You've scrambled together some ingredients. Chefs, 20 minutes on the clock. Begin cooking now.
To Chef Town and beyond.
Yes, wherever that is.
It's next door to Flavortown, but it isn't as gentrified.
Guy Fieri's not allowed in.
I'll be honest, I didn't think it through. It just came out.
Right, so Kush,
Yes.
as a chef with 3 random tins, where does your brain go? Are we talking textures, flavours? Are you going to parts of the world? How's this working?
All of them. Obviously, we're going to go parts of the world because that's just what I do. We've got Italian tin tomatoes. Got sea urchin used in Italy a lot, so I instantly thought seafood spaghetti. So we're going with udon noodles, which is just the same thing, just pasta, right?
Speedy, quick cook noodles.
Quick cook noodles. I'm going to make a quick marinade. That will also be a salad dressing. I'm going to do it pan-fried salmon on top of sweet, salty sea urchin and coconut dressed noodles. Does that make sense?
Well, my key question is, how on earth do you make the sweet coconut milk and tapioca work within the confines of the other 2 tins?
Chili, from the use of sambal and fresh chilies. Tamarind, lovely, really acidic, almost bitter flavour. That'll counteract that. Fresh turmeric, punchy, flavoursome, a lot of that. Raw shallot, galangal. So all the flavours that you'd get in the Far East, where we know they are masters of sweet, salty, sour. I'm going to blend the urchins into that and some of the tomato into that as well. So this will become almost like a curry sauce base / marinade for the salmon and the dressing for the noodles, I hope. Everything's going in the blender and it's going to be poured over proteins and noodles. Happy New Year.
Ebbers, where does your brain go?
No further than last night. And on that cliffhanger, so I'm reading a book at the moment. It's several years old, Felicity Cloak's one more croissant for the road, and she's basically cycling around France, picking up amazing French dishes and ticking them off her list. Simple as that. Last night she was in the south of France doing cassoulet from Carcassonne, Toulouse, Castelnaudary, and basically I thought when I opened duck breast and beans, I was given a little gift. And then I opened a tin of basically really creamy, delicious, spiced goodness, thickened with gram flour, chili, spice, and I'm just going to basically blend the two to create something that the French will hate, and probably so will the origins of the original dish.
Great.
So with that in mind, I'm going with lots of kind of south of France ingredients. I picked up an aubergine, some tomatoes, onion, garlic, sweat it all off, then add in the cooked duck breast, the beans, create like a white wine beanie sauce all around it. Use some of the juice in the beans and use some of the juice from the miscellaneous tin.
I like the word juice when it comes to tins. Tin juice can mean many things.
So what's in with your salmon, Kush?
So salmon is pan frying. I've just skinned it really quickly. Pan frying in oil, no seasoning yet, with some curry leaves that are going to go crispy. I've just blanched these udon noodles because I had to leave the ramen cartel after the live. So having to go with packet noodles now of a different kind. And basically cook that salmon through gently, then use the hot pan with the curry leaves to reduce down this thick, viscous marinade dressing. Drain the noodles, mix it together with some quick pickled vegetables, if I can do that in time, maybe, and then plate it up. We've got 5 minutes, right?
You've had 6 minutes.
6 minutes, great. Looking for just a bit of colour.
So why did you take the skin off your salmon?
20 minutes isn't enough time to take salmon that's been in the fridge, properly dry the skin out correctly to get a nice crispy skinned salmon. Also this way, I can flake the salmon over easier. If I was to do it with skin on salmon, you'd be wasting all that time to get that. This way I can get colour on the flesh and build a marinade around it, and hopefully the marinade and sauce sticks to the salmon as it caramelizes in the pan. And then I use these curry leaves as a garnish at the end.
I'm going to serve my whole dish in the cassoulet.
In the tin?
Oh, I could. No, the tin's too small.
Tin on the stove. Go be bold, Ben.
They're too small. You did mention it earlier, and I thought it'd be quite nice to do one dainty portion, but
you're going to do family style.
Boys, would you like to hear what the remaining tins were that you could have won?
Yes, please, Michael.
Fire away.
The remaining protein option was haggis.
Haggis. Okay.
The veg option was Jamaican callaloo, which is a leafy green vegetable similar to spinach or like collard greens. And the remaining curveball option was chestnut puree.
Oh, chestnut puree.
Fun, but difficult given the other ingredients.
You would have liked cassoulet, chestnut, beans.
You would have played into it, very autumnal.
It would have. Crispy garlic, curry leaf.
A traditional cassoulet should just basically almost form a skin on top of it, but some versions like a nice crispy breadcrumb top, making use of stale bread. However, I've got a combination of rice, these gram flour dumplings, which are in my tin but quite squidgy, and some brioche. So I'm going to blend all of that up and basically form a crumb that's going to go on top. I'm not going to blend the rice, I'm going to stir the rice through the other blended breadcrumbs.
Fascinated to see how these end up, because they sound great.
I was going to do pickle, but I've got tamarind, oyster sauce, fish sauce, peanut butter, sambal all going through the salmon, so I'll keep the veg quite neat, just lightly seasoned.
Boys, you've had half your time already, 10 minutes left. Is there anything that could go catastrophically wrong with either of your dishes?
100% now I've heard the time. And not enough time to gratinate the top at the end so that it's bubbling and unctuous and delicious.
I could realise I needed a sieve, but Ben's using it, so I'll just stand here for 5 minutes while it's drained and figure out what to do with that.
If that's the worst that
Allow
can
me,
happen.
Chef.
I would go with it.
There's a dribble of wine left from another cooking video. White that's going in there. tomatoes, garlic, and as that reduces down and then going in with all the beans and all the liquid from the tin, I've taken out the dumplings. What would this be spiced with, Kush?
Traditionally mustard seeds, curry leaves, whole red chilies in a tempering to go into the yogurt and chickpea base.
Nice. I can see a lot of those seeds.
What temperature are you looking for on your salmon, Kush?
Salmon, I want to pull it off at about 38, so it comes up to 43, which will just be that muy cuit just cooked through. So this thicker piece needs a bit longer. I've got cooked noodles, I've got shredded veg, I've got cooked prawns, I've got cooked salmon, I've got a crispy curry leaf and garlic garnish that needs a bit of salt going through it. And now I need a vinaigrette using the coconut to go through the noodles. And, oh wow, this is a growing lettuce. Huh, have you just dug this up?
I've not seen that before. Yeah. But what's great about it is you can plant it and it will grow back. I'm going to be honest, canned duck breast wouldn't be my first choice. It's quite a lean meat. I like it either long, slow cook on the bone duck or a lighter cook. But it's going to go in with the cassoulet because that's what the game we're playing.
So will the fact that it's not perhaps as juicy or cooked the way you'd have preferred, it will still maintain or take on a bit of moisture? The fact that it's in the cassoulet itself.
The unctuousness and the succulence that you lack from the protein, you pick up from the rest of the dish. So the beans that leach all that extra starch, which give you the cassoulet vibe.
I'm using peanut butter, which is also sweet, I was thinking. And it's fatty and it's coconutty, so maybe not. I shouldn't have put peanut butter in that, but that's coconut and boba, tapioca pearls, acidity of tomatoes, with peanut butter, bit of garlic, fish sauce. Oh, why am I using this? I've made all this already. Silly me. Just a bit of marinade in it, dual purpose. Marinade, sauce, salad dressing, all in one. Whisk that together, put the noodles through it, put it on the plate, toss with all this stuff, salmon on top, job done.
The thing with these challenges, when there's not much time, is your worst enemy is hindsight. Because right now I'm thinking I should have done this first and just cooked it off separately in the oven on a tray and then worried about scattering it over the cassoulet after, because otherwise it's just not going to work. We're going to have to do that now, but it's not really going to have enough time. We'll get there.
How long do you need for that to crisp up?
How long we got left?
How long do you need?
About 6.5 minutes.
Oh, you've got 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Now. 6 minutes.
Bit of the curry leaf and crispy garlic through the salad. And then...
Oh wow, that is so deliciously confused.
And he's put more in.
I don't know how you would describe that on a menu, but it's not disgusting.
Since you have 5 minutes left, whilst you complete your cooking, if you could also think of amazing chefy restaurant names for your dishes as well, that would be great.
I'll go one for Ben's.
What's that?
A mess is best. I want this salmon to be just blushing pink in the centre.
4 minutes remaining, guys. The smells in here are also deliciously confused.
I'm really happy with how it tastes because all the spicing has been done and put in a tin. I've then added a whole bunch of almost Provençal kind of aubergine, tomato, garlic, onion, white wine, and we've ended up with something I'm actually pretty chuffed with. I just don't know whether the crumb's going to cook in time.
Look at Kush, you're being very precise.
I've got time, haven't I?
You've got just coming up to 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes to put that salmon on that plate. I'm only plating up because I'm quite confident in this. It's delicious.
Are you confident?
Yeah, because I instantly thought as I started cooking, I've had tomato in Thai food because cherry tomato go in som tam, the papaya salad. So you season ingredients
the spiciest dish on the planet.
Great.
And we use this technique for a sauce a marinade come sauce in cyclic quite often because it's blended together, whack it in the pan, it's done.
Ebbers, are you just waiting on your crispy breadcrumbs?
Yeah.
Oh, it's looking all right.
It's looking pretty good.
He might have just got away with it. Coming up to 45 seconds. Kush is plating. Ebbers is desperately trying to crisp up his breadcrumbs
These are nice and dry now. They're beginning to toast. I can hear them almost crackling in the pan.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chefs, stop cooking. Wow, there were some smells and there are some dishes. Let's get them into the sexies for you and then we'll give them a taste. Okay, Ebbers, what do we have here?
Duck cassoulet via cold cutter.
Fantastic. Let's dig in.
Probably going to be pretty warm underneath.
Woo.
It's amazing how one tin can take over everything.
Yeah, it's the only dominant flavour. The body and the beans and everything else comes from cassoulet.
It's really silky and delicious, and yeah, it's really delicious. But you're right, it's all coming from that curry.
Probably completely inappropriate, but I'd have loved a fresh, like, coriander chutney or something on it as well.
Oh yeah, a bit of sweetness. You had plenty of sweetness, didn't you?
It's hearty, it's homely. It was thrown together in less than 20 minutes, really, if I'd have known what I was doing.
It's delicious.
It's perfectly good.
I'm going to say confusing how it started, but it tastes like something that is served in that part of the world. Because you mix beans, lentils, chickpeas together to
Obviously,
make dal.
aubergine is a common ingredient in
Yeah.
so many slow-cooked dishes as well as fried.
Yeah.
And then you've got pakora rice and breadcrumb
Yeah.
crunchy top.
So normally you get a bed of rice and you put your curry on top. You've put your curry on the bottom and put your rice on top.
In a pan, and I'd have loved for that to be a lot more crispy. And in hindsight, I should have started that through the oven separately rather than relying on going on top and under grill.
Would you like to come up with an alternate name for Ebbers' dish?
Yep. Dalmageddon.
Very nice, very nice. Right, what have we got here?
It is a Southeast Asian noodle salad with tamarind and peanut glazed salmon, crispy curry leaves, garlic and veg.
It sounds like it hits all my happy places.
And it's one where you should mix it all in, get stuck in and get a bit of everything on one forkful. That's what I'd say.
I think I'm most intrigued by the roe that goes through yours, because you've got two other proteins in there, but the roe should be the flavour throughout.
I think the roe I added more fish through fish sauce, prawns and salmon. That was the easy thing. The tapioca pearl coconut dessert was the real head spinner with the tomato. In my head it didn't go together until I started cooking, then I realised it did.
It absolutely does.
Wow.
Also, it's rare, I think, in this part of the world that we have the ice-cold noodle salads, and I love that.
That's really nice, isn't
Because
it?
it's so refreshing.
In summer. Ice cold noodles, famous across Southeast Asia, especially in Korea,
Yeah.
where you're ripping hot summers.
Interestingly, you've almost used your tins, aside from the roe, as seasonings. So I'm not tasting roe individually. I'm not tasting coconut or tapioca or sweetness. I'm tasting the fact that you've embellished that with a load of other fish flavours and sweetness and acidity.
You've got a salty tin, a sweet tin,
And an acidic tin.
and then an
tomatoes.
acidic tin. So that's what it's. I've used all. There were 3 wet things. So yes, I got the blender out and then added loads of solids to it. Made sense when I planned it in my head.
It's so good.
Watching the two approaches as an utter normal is just fascinating.
And the thinking ahead to actually fry off the curry leaves so they are also delicious fragrance, as opposed to me getting to the end and going, no fresh coriander to make a chutney, I'll throw an inedible garnish on because it at least looks better than not having it there. But they're delicious.
It made a great photo, so thank you. Do you have an alternate dish name for cushies?
Oh, I should have thought about that ahead of time, shouldn't I?
If it were up to me, I'd call it, you done a good thing there. You done a good thing.
Oh, udon.
You done a good thing there.
Certainly have. I'll take you that straight. That's much better than I can come up with. That's delicious.
Yeah, I'm glad it made sense after I repeated it 3 times. Boys, phenomenal job.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure to witness and taste your creations.
Always.
But over to you guys. We're not going to crown a winner here. We're going to throw it over to you. Comment below which dish you'd like to eat the most out of the two. Show the guys some love, give us a like, and as always, let us know interesting, weird, wonderful tins that you think we should integrate into our next Tin Can Roulette challenge.